Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. Back with another live. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it up about this weekend's fight recap and some boxing news and notes, and then whatever come down the pipe, we can get on it. But I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. For those on the playback, feel free to drop a comment. It's all good. Ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do. Um, you can hit me up on my social media right here, scrolling across the bottom at OverJ on Twitter. Hit me up on there. L does boxing on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on there too. It's all good. So we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna recap some of these fights. I had did a pregame show about it last week. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna recap some of the fights that I watched and stuff like that. So let's get into it. So we got an upset, man. Kenshiro versus Yabuki. Now this was a good fight, man. This was early morning, you know what I'm saying, on the 22nd from Japan. Good fight, man. I had Kenshiro winning all boxing, my man, but it was actually the other way around. Yabuki started all boxing well. The first 4 rounds he dominated. All boxing, counter punching. And then, he was just looking real good in there. He was the underdog coming to the fight. Yabuki he's a big puncher. He was 12-3 with 11 knockouts, and that's a big time knockout ratio in those lower weight division. And this is for the WC title at 108 pounds that Kenshiro had. But Kenshiro started getting back into the fight. You know what I'm saying? The ninth and 10th round was probably two fight of the year type of rounds. You know what I'm saying? I had my man Kenshiro down the cards going into like going to the 10th round. He was down. He probably won like 2 or 3 rounds, maybe. And but he got back in the fight in the ninth. He had hurt Yabuki and stuff like that. He had him on the go, but then in the 10th round, he came back and he stopped Kenshiro. But it was a good fight. It's a fight of the year candidate. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those type of fights where you're not gonna see a lot of people talk about. And when these fights come up on fight of the year, on the discussion at the end of the year as a fight of the year candidate, a lot of people probably like, I ain't never seen that fight. I ain't never heard of it. But it was an upset though. Definitely an upset and a fight of the year candidate. And you can't get no, much better than that. So we got a new world champion at 108 pounds. Quickly, just to go over the championship scene real quick. You got the WO champion Elvin Soto. He's gonna make a mandatory title defense versus Jonathan Gonzalez. That's on Mikey Garcia undercard, October the 16th. Um, the WA champion Kawaguchi out of Japan. He might be recognized as a number one guy there. He signed with Matchroom Eddie Hearn. He's supposed to have a mandatory versus Bermudez, but Bermudez is about to fight Jesse Ben Rodriguez on Mikey's undercard. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. And then you got the IBF champion, Felix Alvarado from Nicaragua. He's with Golden Boy. He just had a fight on the Virgil Ortiz undercard. So yeah, it's some stuff they can do in this division for sure. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's next for him. What's up, JC? Salute, bro. Salute. So yes, sir. So we're moving on to the next one, the next fight card that I was able to watch. So Oslenbeck Mcmiddoff. This is a big dude, 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", 260 pounds, heavyweight. Of course. He stopped what's his name, Erkin Tepper in the first round. On the 23rd. I mean, it was easy work. I mean, this guy right here, he got fast hands for a big guy. He know how to place his punches, and of course, he got power. 13 no 13 knockouts, climbing up the world rankings. He's like top 15 in the WA and the WBC. He won some region. Well, he defended his regional titles in those sanctioned bodies. So, I mean, I think he a problem. Like in the heavyweight division, if you got a big guy that can punch and he can use his range and he's aggressive. You never know. You get touched one time, it's a wrap. Now I seen some deficiencies though in that little one round of action. I mean, he do fight with his hands down. If you quick enough to get to the target before he do, we'll see. His chin haven't been tested, and it's right there in the air. So if you're gonna land something, you'll have the opportunity if you stay in the pocket to punch with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a big puncher for sure. So I would think probably the keys to beat him is kind of take him to deep waters, box. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up too much. Don't give up too much when you. I ain't saying you running, but moving. zapping some of that energy from him going to the body, and then see what's good with his body with his energy is sapped, and then walk to him and see what you can do. But this a big dude, yo, and I think he might be a problem. What's up, A-Obs in the building? Salute, bro. But yeah, we'll see though. We'll see if he can get an opportunity. I'm not sure if one of the big time promoters will give him an opportunity, but yeah, interesting contender in heavyweight. All right, this card right here was on UFC Fight Pass. Cordelia Booker. The fights I watched was Cordelia Booker. He came back. He used to fight on PBC, but I think he signed with CES. He didn't look good to me. He's 17-0 now against the veteran Ortiz, but he didn't look good to me. Like he was a lot of playing around and posturing around, stuff like that. I thought he should have just stick to business. My man Ortiz was dirty, punch behind the head and low blows and whatever of that nature. But I thought Booker gave him that opportunity. He should have just, got to business, and you know what I'm saying. But he got the victory. He called out the main event. The main event, Jimmy Williams versus Greg Vendetti, 154 pounds. These guys is like opponent level guys. When they step up in competition, they normally lose. Jimmy Williams got slept by Brandon Lee on Showtime earlier this year. That was a crazy knockout. Well, I think that was maybe beginning of this year or late last year. So that was at 140. So he fighting at 54 now, and he lost his fight right after that in Mexico. So every time he really step up, he lose. And Vendetti the same way. He had a highlight real knockout loss to Michelle Sorro. That was crazy. And then he lost to Lara. He lost all 12 rounds. So the fight was pretty decent. Vendetti was a come forward type of guy. Williams was trying to box. Vendetti was just more active and more aggressive. So he won the decision. The scorecards was crazy. They had it wide going each way. You know what I'm saying? I think they had Jimmy Williams like winning like 98, 92. I ain't see that. I thought Vendetti won maybe 97, 93. But he got the split decision victory, and he moves on. So I know Cordelia Booker call out the winner. We'll see if they make that fight. But I think Cordelia Booker, he got to tighten up. In my opinion, he got the skills and talent, but that performance it didn't look good to me. And I know he come. This is his second fight after his Achilles injury. He didn't look good in the first fight. You know what I'm saying, against Sonny Deverson. He didn't really look good, but it is what it is. So we'll see. All right. That same night we had Showbox. Showbox on Showtime. We had three decent fights. You know what I'm saying? You know, these guys trying to climb up the rankings. Aransane, I can't say his name. Otar, I'm gonna say that. The kid with the beard at the end, he fought Pork Chop Guerrero. That was a pretty good fight, pretty entertaining fight. You know what I'm saying? One of the better fights of the weekend if you want to be 100. And my man Otar, he all boxing, all skill. He had better skills. His defense was a little bit better, and he was just beating Pork Chop to the punch. This is Pork Chop's second loss in a row. It could be three because the last fight before the pandemic last year, I thought he lost that fight, and then he lost earlier this year. So yeah, back to the drawing board. But Otar, yo, this 130 pounds. So, and he got a world ranking, I think, in the WBWA. So he might be there, you know what I'm saying, for opportunity. We'll see. I think, and my man Otar, he had 10 fights. He turned pro in August last year during the pandemic. So he had 10 fights from all so basically in a year he had 10 fights. And we beg for fighters to have fights like that, to have that many fights, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But that was a good performance by him. The co-main, Luis Nunez versus Javon Garnett. That was a pretty decent fight. A lot of skill in that fight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of speed too. Nunez was quicker to the punch. Garnett really couldn't get off like that. You know what I'm saying? He was trying. It was competitive, but it was like a one-sided competitive fight, if that shit makes sense. I know we've seen fights like that before. So Nunez moved on. He had a world ranking at 122 in WBA. This fight was at 126. He looked pretty big, pretty strong, pretty solid. I mean, maybe he can go back to 122. We'll see what's up. And then the main event, Jericho O'Quinn versus Saul Sanchez. I mean, this was a blowout. Saul Sanchez came right at O'Quinn. He stopped him in the first round, but he landed a nice left hook to he dropped him along the ropes with a nice left hook, got up, dropped him two more times, and that was a wrap. inside of a round. That was a statement. You know what I'm saying? Statement. Saul Sanchez is top 15 in the WBO rankings at 118. uh, O'Quinn moving up from 115, and at the weigh-in, he weighed in at 115 and some change for a 118-pound fight. Now I know a lot of fans and stuff. They say, well, these small weights, they only moving up 3 pounds, and you know what I'm saying. I don't want to give them no credit for moving up just 3-4 pounds, but obviously, if you watch this fight, it made a big difference. Saul Sanchez came in under the limit, 118, and you can tell in the fight it was a different weight class. You know what I'm saying? They look like maybe one or two weight class difference. So that right there kind of debunks some of the people who don't rock with the smaller weight classes, don't want to give them props. Then this would be my if I ever had that argument, this would be my argument. But good performance by Saul Sanchez. I mean, he working with Manny Robles, who wasn't there, but he sent his assistant Estrella there. You know what I'm saying? Estrella is the guy that got he got hit by Andy Ruiz when he was holding the mitts for Andy Ruiz. He got hit, you know what I'm saying, on the pad. So yeah, that's a good win for the team though. And I like to see what Sanchez does because 118, like it's opportunities there. Like it's some opportunities. I don't think he's ready for guys like the champions anyway, Donaire, Casemiro, you know what I'm saying? But he can climb his way up there though. You never know. This guy young, you know what I'm saying? They're improving every day. So I can't write them off. So that was a good hell of a performance. You know what I'm saying? He said I rock with smaller weights. Yeah, I do too, man. The fights, they be fighting. So yeah, that was a nice little card. All right. So moving on. So yesterday, so this fight was going on around the same time AJ Usyk. You know what I'm saying? I was able to catch it halfway, but I had to go back and watch most of it. But Sergio Martinez, excuse me, my Villa former middleweight champion. I mean, shit, he basically dominated this dude Brian Rose. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't like Martinez of, oh, you can tell he old as hell, but he was faster, quicker, stronger than this dude. That just tell me Brian Rose is washed. You know what I'm saying? Sergio was 46 years old, 47 years old, some shit like that. Number 3 in the WBA. He called out Lara last night. Lara is the regular champion. He the mandatory for Murata versus Triple G, the winner of that. But don't be surprised now. They throw that bag at Sergio. He fight Lara. Don't be surprised. So we'll see, man. It was, you know, it wasn't like the best performance, but for his age, it was pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So we're gonna move on to the big card. So Joshua versus Usyk. We're gonna run down the whole card. Osley versus Sangroff, something like that. Man, that was a decent fight. You know what I'm saying? Competitive. I thought Osley boxed well. He had Manny Robles in his corner. He listened to him, boxed well, got a decision. So that he won a WBA. What was it? It was an international title, some shit like that. So they're gonna get him a world ranking at 160. So that's what's up. So that was a decent performance. You know what I'm saying? Prodan versus Marku. Now this was a battle of styles. Prodan is an aggressive, come forward guy. You know, kind of reckless, throw a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? Marku, he can sit there and trade with you, but he was boxing. He said Martinez, one of my favorite styles, was a beast. Yeah, in his day, yeah, he was a problem for sure. He was a problem. So Marku just all boxed him. I thought he won about 7 rounds. He all boxed him. Prodan is tough, you know, strong, kind of durable. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what Marku do. He right there in line where he can challenge some of these UK welterweights. You know what I'm saying? I know he's been calling out Conor Benn and stuff like that. Maybe that's a good one. We'll see. But it was a decent performance, man. He looked all right. I know he was nervous, you know. Like one score was like 99-91 for Prodan. I ain't agree with that. But we move on. So Smith versus Castillo, man. This is a scary knockout. Second round knockout. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it already. It's crazy. I come into the fight. I was thinking Castillo definitely gonna give Smith some rounds because he been in there with Berta Biev and been there with Marcus Brown, and he was able to, you know, give them some decent fights. Not that he was you know, he was gonna win those fights, but he, you know, went the distance. I wasn't expecting this. but it was crazy. It was a crazy crazy knockout. I mean, Smith landed like a jab, then he kind of feinted with a jab and just came through with the right hand over the top. And then my man was out going down, and he hit his head on his back of his head on the canvas, and that was a wrap, man. It was a scary knockout because my man was shaking and stuff like that. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? He went to the hospital, got evaluated, got released, and now he's on a plane back to his home country. So that's good news, but that was scary. And so welcome to 175 for Calvin Smith. Like I like him in shit. If we're gonna do shit like that, hey, he gotta claim to fight the champions. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Brad BF can do that. Marcus Brown can do that. You got one and Brad. Excuse me, Bivol. I'm sorry, Bivol couldn't do that, and Marcus Brown couldn't do that. And Bivol is a world champion. Marcus Brown, supposed to fight for a world title pretty soon. We're gonna get on that later too. So we'll see. I like to see him get probably one more. You know what I'm saying? One more. Against another decent light heavyweight. We'll see how he'll look, but definitely, I mean, in the domestic scene, the light heavyweight. Well, let me see. My bad. He said I brought the pay per view, didn't watch it in the undercard. Oh damn. What's good? Rob A7, salute, bro. He said I picked Usyk. Oh, that's what's good. I picked AJ, so that's what's up. Salute to you on that. I still gotta watch AJ fight. I was working. Oh damn. Yeah, go back and watch, man. It was a pretty good fight. But the domestic scene at 175, man, you got Yard, and you got Anthony Yard, you got Arthur who posted a running back, you got Bawaxi, you got Callum Johnson, you got Dan Aziz, you got Craig Richards. So it's some smoke for him. I can see a fight with Calvin Smith versus Craig Richards. I can see that. I can see that. So we'll see. All right, so Campbell Hatton versus Sonny Martinez. I mean, this is a robbery. Sonny Martinez probably won all the rounds. We probably could give Ricky Hatton's son Campbell Hatton probably one round, probably. I mean, maybe two. I mean, it was definitely he definitely lost that fight, man. He was getting hit with everything. Defense is trash, and my man was faster than him. He was all boxing, and he was all punching him. We already know what time it is. They're just trying to preserve the guy. But Campbell Hatton not gonna last too long, bro. I'm telling you, he's not gonna last too long. He gonna have to get it together. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's just a novelty act, and I guess it is what it is, the namesake. But I don't know. I don't know how long that's gonna last before he gets slept. So we'll see. But yeah, that was a robbery in my opinion. It said UK domestic scene needs a super. Yeah, I'm with that. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yep. Yeah, I'm with that. And moving to the co-main, so Lawrence Okoli versus his mandatory Prasovic. I mean, it kind of kind of much pretty much went kind of how I saw it. I mean, I expected that. Lawrence Okoli is a big puncher with the right hand, big time puncher, bro. One of the best right hand punchers in boxing. You know what I'm saying, for sure. And he's good with the range and his jab and stuff like that. And he's not afraid to hold you. He's a master at clinching. We seen the Matty Axon fight. So this fight right here, he was trying to do the same thing. I thought he was kind of in the first couple of rounds. I thought he was kind of rushing it. You know what I'm saying, a little bit. But once he settled down, once he landed the first right hand and dropped him, I pretty much knew it was just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I like how he stopped him though. In the third round, he stopped him with a left hook, like going away, like a backdoor left hook. Got him up out of there. I mean, that's what's up. If you can invest to the body and you're a big ass puncher, you know what I'm saying? If he crack you to the head with a right hand and it hurts you, I'm pretty sure he crack you with a left hook or a right hand to the body. It's gonna have the similar effect, and it actually had more effect when it went to the body than the head. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So he moves on. Okolie still got work to do, but good win. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, looking at his landscape, he called out Maris Breedis. Breedis has a fight. I think Breedis is the number one guy at cruiserweight. He has a what's up, D Ray? Salute to you, bro. So Breedis has a fight coming up October the 16th against Arthur Mann. So that's a fight he should win. But if you look at the division, these guys is pretty much free to fight a unification. after Breeders have his warm up or whatever, have his next fight. That's a big fight, man, and that's a fight that Okolie gonna have to be ready for and have to tighten up some of the shit that he's lacking right now. But I think he could win that fight. You know what I'm saying? He got all the advantages. So really, right now, if you think about it, only thing he don't have over Breeders is the experience. But he got the reach, he got the power. Breeders is a big puncher too, so that might be even. But excuse me, Okolie know how to use his range, so it's gonna be kind of hard for my man to get in. So it's a good fight, man. Good unification. The other champions, Gulamarian is the WBA champion. He got a mandatory against Igorov. That's like in November. And then what's the other guy? WBA, IBF, WC. Makabu gonna run it back with Minshew. So yeah, man. So Breeders is the fight. That's the fight. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we're gonna move on to the main event. So the main event, man, AJ versus Usyk was pretty good, pretty entertaining. Honestly, it was a competitive fight. Now we can break it down and talk about the efficiencies of both guys all we want. But far as the event of it, it was pretty dope watching that shit on TV. I ain't gonna hold you. The arena and how those guys made the entrances and stuff, it was pretty dope. And I thought the fight was good too. The fight lived up to expectation, in my opinion. AJ coming to the fight. Reason why I picked him because I thought he can be able to hold his ground more and be a little bit more aggressive with the counters, similar to what Bellew did early in the fight. But he he tried to play the game like Usyk. He tried to box and pity pat and tap and do the same thing Usyk was doing. He's a master at his own style. I thought Usyk got off to a excuse me, a real good start. 1 second, I'll get a squeeze. So I thought Usyk got off to a good start. He's normally a slow starter. He'll take his time getting into the fight, and then he'll get himself together and just build from there. And he always finish strong in his fights. So, but this fight, he got out to a great start. I mean, the first round was nice. The straight left hand down the pipe, that shit couldn't miss if he closed his eyes. Immediate rematch, yeah, I think so. Yeah, he couldn't miss that down the pipe. The way I scored it, I scored the first round for Usyk. Second round, I actually gave it to AJ, but it was a close round. I seen a lot of people giving it to Usyk, which I can't complain. I thought AJ got his jab going in the second round, so I gave it to him. That's a swing round. And I gave Usyk 3 and 4, and AJ 5 and 6. So I run it all the way down. But I thought AJ when he was going to the body, letting his hands go and stuff, I thought he was doing a great job. He was dictating the pace in some stretches in those rounds. You know what I'm saying? He was coming forward, using his jab. I just thought he was overthinking a little bit, and he let Usyk steal the play from him. And Usyk buzzed him in the third round too. He hit him with a straight left hand, had him buzz and stuff like that. But I thought it was a pretty competitive fight. Like basically after 8, I had to even. And then the last 4 rounds was all Usyk to me. I thought Usyk. Excuse me. I thought he dominated. I thought the ninth round was close, but 10, 11, and 12, those was Usyk rounds. And that's what a true champion do. They know how to close it. They know how to close it out. Did he just run through AJ? Nah, he didn't run through him. It was very competitive. But we can see the weaknesses and how fragile AJ is, especially that last that 12th round when he was along the ropes, dipping and dodging. What's up, Bruce Goes? Salute. When he was on the ropes, dipping and dodging, and then when they was reading before they read the scorecards, he just sitting down like ain't nothing happened. Like. But yeah, props to Usyk though. That was a hell of a performance. TS Box in the building was good. Salute, salute. That was a good performance though, man. Real good. And it wasn't. It's not shocking to me because Usyk, he been tested. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's at cruiserweight. That's why I be saying, man. I think fans don't give fighters enough credit because they don't know him. Just because the name you can't spell it or you can't pronounce it, you don't want to give him credit. You don't want to go do your due diligence. But that run he had at cruiserweight, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was awesome. You know what I'm saying? You know, he beat Gawacki, Michael Hunter. You know what I'm saying? They beat these guys in their home country. Like, so he got the resume, the experience. you can tell he got the demeanor. He got the know how to win a fight like of this magnitude. That what makes him dangerous. I know a lot of people was going off his two performances at heavyweight. Um, and that can cause for some cause for concern. I got it. But when you look at like you take a step back and look at what Usyk did, a lot of people can't go to Lafayette and beat Breeders. That was a close ass fight. He could have easily willed it under pressure against Breeders when Breeders was going to the body and stuff. What he do? He always responded with a 2 or 3 punch combination. Same thing he did in this fight. Every time Joshua stole the moment, he got the moment back. Still the moment, he get the moment back. Usyk been undefeated since he got the pedigree, Olympic gold medalist. Yeah, I mean, coming to this fight, I thought the fight would be close. I had AJ, but I thought it would be a close fight. I thought AJ would get off to a nice start, and then Usyk would come down the stretch to win to give him a tough fight. Most guys have only watched his heavyweight fights. Yeah, that's true. He beat Gawacki after Gawacki stopped Hook when Hook was on the 13 fight title defense reign. I think he tied Johnny Nelson. And then Usyk beat Marco Huck in Germany. You know what I'm saying? So like the dude's resume is up there. It's nice. So like that wasn't I didn't have that like as a detriment for why I picked AJ. I picked AJ because I thought he would learn from something like what Tony Bellew did a little bit in that fight and kind of add to that with the power. But he tried to play Usyk's game. Can't do that. Can't do that. Yeah, I thought it would be a close win for AJ. Yeah, see, I thought it'd be a close win too. Now the fight was competitive. He didn't just 12-0 AJ. And AJ did make him work a little bit. He couldn't just get in the way he wanted to. I like how AJ was controlling, um, with his lead hand, try to hinder Usyk from getting in, but he wasn't throwing it. And he wasn't hooking off of it like that. And when he did hook off of it, he was missing. You know what I'm saying? And then, but like in the 5th and 6th round, he got his jab going. He got his jab going. He started going to the body. I mean, he was doing some decent things in the fight. He just, I just think Usyk just kind of outwitted him, and then down the stretch, he picked it up down the stretch. So yeah, good fight though, man. I think, I mean, they're gonna run it back, of course, probably in the springtime. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. That's why I don't trip off of undisputed no more because if they don't want it, why should I want it? You know what I'm saying? If they put that in the contract. Everybody talk about legacy and this and that. And they scared to lose their spot. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And boxing is that way. Instead of just okay, you lose, I'm gonna come back to you. You go get a couple of wins. I'm gonna go try to become undisputed, but I'm gonna get back at you because you definitely the cash cow and you're a good fighter still. I'm gonna come back to get you, but let me go unify this other belt. Then I'm gonna come back and see you. But they don't think like that. But it is what it is. So still good performance by Usyk for sure. Um, Usyk look incredible. Yeah, he looked good. Thought AJ had him going the 6. Yeah, me too. Yeah, he did. Usyk winning plus rematch clause finally means WC Mantle finally be ordered. Yeah, I mean it was ordered before. I think it was ordered before. Yeah, it was ordered before. Then Dylan White lost. Then he got it back. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, but of course, I would like to see that the winner of Wilder Fury versus Dylan White. If he, everything comes out clean, both guys, both ways he come out clean against Wilder. Yeah, I want to see that fight for sure. That'd be a good fight. I want to see it. So much to say about that fight. Seems to be no game plan for Usyk. I think they was trying to. I think they was trying to outbox Usyk. I think that was the game plan. Wilder destroys AJ. That chin won't hold up. Yeah, I think he. I mean, I can't disagree with you. I always feel like in that fight, the first one land the first big punch. That's who's gonna win the fight. But yeah, I think it'd be Wilder. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm definitely picking Wilder to win. I think Usyk beat AJ again. I think he's Mayweather's Canelo to Joe Joyce. Um, yeah, I mean, you have to favor Usyk for sure. I think Usyk can pick it up even more. It was stretches in that fight when I thought Usyk was going to drop AJ and maybe get him up out of there. But yeah, it was man, that shit was some good shit. That was a big fight. It had a big fight feel to it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. All right, I'm moving on to some couple of news and notes, man. Before I get up out of here, salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate you guys, comments and everything. Make sure I say that. Joshua, you was playing A and playing B, then he was in real trouble. Yeah, AJ, AJ, man, he just real quick before I switch topics. AJ, let me go back to AJ. Go back to this. So I like AJ as a fighter. And I like what he did for the heavyweight division. I just always had a sense that he lacked confidence. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of hard. That's kind of crazy to say when you see AJ accomplishing everything that he accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no psychologist or nothing like that, but I just feel like he overthought this fight. I just felt like he was overthinking. And you can tell in the ring he was overthinking. I think he should have tried to get Usyk to sit down with him and let him trade with him. That would been his best bet instead of trying to, box and paw with the jab and feint, have a feinting game. You're not gonna win that. You're gonna have to get. I like when he started touching the body of Usyk. You can tell it was affecting Usyk. But what Usyk do? He got on the back foot. He started to move around just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just to get his shit together. Then he came back to the game plan, jabbing, straight left hand down the pipe, upper body movement. You know what I'm saying? He was just changing the levels, doing a lot of good shit in the ring. And I thought, AJ tried to instead of imposing his will on Usyk, Usyk did the other thing. So we'll see, man. I think I would like to see him come back and get better. I think it makes the division better. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to him. Fury looks soft and doesn't looks ready to fight. Man, I don't care how Fury looking. I got Wilder. I don't care. It's different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I seen the pictures of him. Going to every big AJ fight. They're always a sense. Yeah. I think that's what makes people kind of cling to him. You know what I'm saying? They kind of cling to him because it's like, okay, like it's probably sometimes it can be easy to root for a guy like that. Well, I don't know. Fury getting knocked out 5 or 6. Yes, sir. All right, I want to move to some. So we got this fight right here. It's off. It's supposed to have been October 15th. Um, Evgeny Shevchenko versus Caleb Truex. This is supposed to be an IBF final eliminator. Now it's off because Caleb Truex had some tragedy in his camp. I think somebody close to him passed or something like that, and it was some other stuff, but that was a big thing. So he just broke camp and that was it. So this will be the third opponent of Shevchenko for a final eliminator to pull out the fight. The first one was Adios Yasbuli. I don't know if I said that. Yas Bernoulli. He just won the WBA final eliminator at 168 a couple weeks ago over Linus Allen. He pulled out in the summer. He had COVID. And then Shishkin, Vladimir Shishkin, he's in Tyson Fury's training camp. He was involved in that whole um, COVID situation when everybody was testing positive in the camp. He tested positive and he had to pull out. And now we got Caleb Truex. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I know Caleb Plant, his last two mandatories was number 3 guys. They didn't fight for eliminator. Vincent Boots and then Caleb Truex. They didn't fight eliminator. But in the rules, if the champion can request it to go ahead and get rid of his mandatory within a 9 month span. It don't have to be 12 months in the IBF. You can request it. If the highest rated guy, if he haven't fought eliminator, and I guess if nobody is available, the champion can, get that get that IBF number 3 guy out the way. Triple G did the same thing with Zarameta. Zarameta didn't win no eliminator. You know what I'm saying? So just a little information, but that might happen with Shevchenko. Or maybe they reshuffle the deck and order somebody new we never know. The new rankings might come out the first week of October, so we'll see. But yeah, this a little note. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I want to see the rematch, even if AJ lose. I'm still riding with him. Oh, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Might as well just give him the mandate. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Might as well, right? That's what I was getting to. I'm thinking the same thing. Might as well. These guys keep pulling out and stuff like that. It's not his fault. He ready to fight, so that's what they might do. So we'll see. All right, so this week right here, I know I jumped the gun, but I didn't really jump the gun. It's just they postponed it. But this week right here, we got some purse bids popping off. It got rescheduled. It was supposed to have been last week, but these guys, I guess they wanted an extension. So Roger Gutierrez, he's the only WA champion at 130. So I don't know if he's super or whatever, but he's the only champion, which is the way it should be. He's been ordered to face Chris Colbert. And those guys supposed to be in negotiation and stuff like that for 130. This is 130 pounds WBA title, and Roger Gutierrez is with Golden Boy, and Chris Colbert is with PBC. So they're supposed to have the purse bid with the 27th. That's tomorrow. It's supposed to be on Zoom on the WBC website, something like no, excuse me, WBA website. They're gonna do a Zoom conference and stuff like that. It's just boring, but we should hear something about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's some news. So tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? You go to your favorite um boxing news source, you'll probably hear something about it. But when you hear it, just make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all remember what L Dub said on this live right here. Appreciate it. And then we got another one, Artem Dr. Cannon. This is 112 pounds WA champion, 112 pounds. He's facing off against Luis Concepcion. This purse bid been ordered same time, supposed to go down the same time as the Gutierrez Colbert purse bid. So they're doing that on Zoom. So yeah, you should hear something about that. Um, me thinking about this purse bid. I'm getting my let me look at the comments real quick though. Gutierrez any good? He's decent. He's kind of tall for the weight. He just outboxed Rene Alvarado. He beat him twice. He beat him in January, and then he beat him in August. The first fight he had with with Alvarado, he got stopped. But I think he was like an up and coming prospect at the time. But he got better. He can box. He got a big right hand. I don't think he beat Colbert, but he's decent. He's not a trash fighter. If Wilder destroys Fury, you see a fourth. Nah, it's over with. I don't see them fighting again. I see after this fight, Wilder gonna take Fury back to court. That's what's gonna happen. But Declan Cannon, right? You know, he's kind of obscured, not the most active fighter, champion, and not probably one of the weaker champions, if you want to say it. But that division 112, you know, it's actually it's a division that can make a lot of noise. Y'all remember the WBO champion, Junto Nakatani. We just seen him on the Oscar Valdez undercard. He looked good, man. He a problem. Sonny Evers is the IBF champion. He just coming off the injury. He supposed to defend the title a couple of weeks ago. So I wonder which. And then you got JC Martinez, the WC champion. Um, so I wonder which promoter gonna try to win this. If it was me thinking, if I got I would say Matchroom should try to get this fight just so they can set up a fight with JC Martinez. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even Frank Warren should win it. So he can set up a unification with Sonny Edwards. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. Just to, something for the future. Because this guy been out the ring for a minute. And unification is a must, especially these smaller divisions. So I'll be looking out for that. Might hear something tomorrow about that. All right. Let's move on. So we got another one. Now this one was scheduled for the 26th, maybe 27th. I don't think it's gonna be on that Zoom call, but this is an intriguing matchup. I'm looking forward to this one. Leewood, he's the regular champion, facing off versus Michael Conlon, who won the interim, and we know the interim championship is done with. This is a good fight, man. Good fight. Now I'm not sure if this one gonna actually make it to the purse bid because of the negotiations and stuff like. I feel like they can make this fight. You know what I'm saying? Lee Woods with Eddie. He just signed with Eddie Hearn, and then Michael Conlon, MTK, and he got his own promotion company, and he works with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So he co-promotes himself. Then he do work with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? He probably one of the biggest draws in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Ireland, stuff like that. And if he fights in NYC, he's a big draw in NYC. So I can see them making a deal, but this a decent fight though. Leewood versus Michael Conlon. Decent fight. They both got some good coaches. Leewood, he has Ben Davison. Michael Conlon got Adam Booth. So yeah, pretty good matchup, man. I want to see what happens with it. The purse bid supposed to be today actually, but since it's Sunday, I would guess it'd be tomorrow. And I haven't heard nothing about the extension or nothing like that. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I definitely like this fight. And then another one, this in the WBC. They they rescheduled the purse bid for last week to negotiate some more. You got Arthur Bertobiev versus Marcus Brown for the light heavyweight title, WBC and IBF. This is a decent fight right here. You know what I'm saying? I would favor Bertobiev, but you know, these Bertobiev 36, 37 haven't been looking good. He didn't look good in his last fight. A lot of ring rust and inactivity, but you know, he's a strong puncher. So we'll see. So they're supposed to do the purse bid supposed to be tomorrow. So they might so when they get an extension when both parties top rank for Brother BF and PBC for Marcus Brown, when they do an extension, normally they gonna work out a deal. You know what I'm saying? Same way with Bud and Porter, they worked out a deal. Everybody was tripping and complaining. They worked out a deal. AJ and Usyk, same thing. They was tripping and complaining. They worked out a deal, and we see what we got. Now, me personally, I want to see this fight. If they can make the Bud and Porter fight, why can't they get together and make Brother BF versus Brown and stick it on that undercard? And that's a fight fan and me talking. Realistically, I don't know if they would do that. But just to make the pay per view even better, put this as a co-main. I mean, both of these guys they known in boxing circles, but definitely not like the casual fans. They don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? But as boxing fans, if we see these two fights on a pay per view, it's going to entice us to buy that shit, regardless. I know we watching regardless, but it will entice us to spread the word too. Hey, buy this pay per view, bro, or check it out, or whatever. So that's what I hope. But I'm thinking it might be like a separate card, I guess. So we'll see. But definitely, it's an intriguing fight though. He said I gave Brad Bev a pass with last fight because he was out of the ring so long. Yeah, he was, and he was injured. So yeah. So that's what it is, man. Y'all got any questions or anything before I close it out? I got a couple more minutes we can rock. Let me see where we at. Yeah, I got a couple more minutes. Uh, I want to see the guy who destroyed. Yeah, I want to see that guy too. He broke him down, chopped him up. Yeah, he broke him down real crazy. Like I want to see that guy too. And a guy like Marcus Brown, Marcus Brown got athletic ability. He been out the ring for a long time too. Good boxer. He can punch too. So it's a certain level of danger in the fight for both guys. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? This week got a couple videos. Of course, I'm going to preview the fight week this week. It's a light week. It's real light. You know what I'm saying? On some Tay Rock shit. It's light. And I got my awards coming up for September. So we're gonna get that together. We're gonna do a live stream on those two different topics. I may do something else. I don't know. Of course, I got the show with Kano Loco Sports. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to subscribe to him. We got a weekly show. You know what I'm saying? We be popping off. Well, not sure what day we're gonna go, but normally Wednesday or Thursday at 5 o'clock West Coast, 8 o'clock East Coast. We'll be over there chopping it up. Feel free to listen to the playback. You know what I'm saying? Check out we got 30, what, 32, 31, 32 episodes already, so feel free go check that out. That's crazy over there. You know what I'm saying? He said, how do you think Wilder Fury plays out? I think Wilder gonna get him up out of there early. Like, I mean, it's hard for me to give a breakdown of the fight because I'm hella biased right now. So I think it's gonna be early, 2 or 3 rounds. What's up, Chris M? Salute to you. He said, "How you see Usyk and Wilder if it happens? Can Usyk handle the power?" Man, I like that fight. That's interesting. That's a tough fight for Wilder because he have trouble with boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like if if Spilker could outbox and give Wilder some problems in that fight. I know that was a long time ago, early in that fight. Usyk could do the same thing, but Usyk got a better work rate and he got better skills. His defense is better. So he can probably make Wilder fight faster and make Wilder, pick up his feet. Wilder like got a wide stance, and if Usyk is, moving his feet and upper body movement and making Wilder move faster and fight faster, that's a tricky fight. But of course, the power is crazy. I don't think nobody can stand up to the power. Like everybody get hit with that power, go down. We just have to see how he react to it. I think it's definitely different. I don't know if he's gonna walk through Wilder's power like that. So I don't know, but it's a good fight. It's very interesting. Very interesting. You feel Eubank can finish his opponent, or will he go rounds again? He should be able to stop this guy within 4 or 5 rounds. That last fight, he could have stopped that guy in the first round, but he's backed off of. That was stupid to me. I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Get him up out of there. You in a real fight under the lights, fighting with 10-ounce gloves on. You never know what can happen. But I think he should be able to stop this guy. You know what I'm saying? I would say 4 or 5. What's your thoughts on AJ stamina? I think it's clear that whatever weight stamina is not going. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like actually I didn't see him really slowing down until like the 11th round, and that's not bad for a heavyweight. But I felt like in the 12th he didn't have nothing, no reserve or nothing. He just flopped down on the on the stool. So I felt, yeah, I agree with that. I just think I think it's more so mental. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he training too much. I know AJ always in the gym and stuff like that. Maybe he's training too much. I don't know. Maybe he need to take a rest. And I don't know what it is. I think it's part mental, it's part physical. I just can't put my hand on it. But I didn't think he was that tired. Like I didn't see him that. I thought Usyk got more tired. Like 7th, 8th round, I thought Usyk was slowing down. You know what I'm saying? Because AJ was getting back in the fight. But yeah, that 12th round, that was crazy. He said Wilder goes the distance. Lee Scott already better pro trainer than Mark Breland. Um, I have to see it. I think Malik Scott, that's my guy, bro. For real. But I think he's he's definitely a better. Well, I don't know what Mark Breland brought to the table. I never heard him break down nothing and do nothing like that. So it's kind of uneven. So I don't know. But Malik Scott definitely the best thing I seen he bring to the table is trust. He got somebody that he know, you know, he been there far as like as a heavyweight, he know what he talking about and he trusts the dude. So I think that's a with the relationship between a fighter and trainer. I think that's different. I think that makes it better right there. But we have to see. I can't give him. We got to see it, man. Like I want to see it on fight night. Even though I know, I feel it like that he gonna beat Fury. I don't got no doubt about that. But I still want to see it so I can give him the full praise. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see, man. He said, Scott will be a respectful trainer. A lot of peeps not showing. Yeah, I think a lot of inside fight people in the business fighters, especially managers and stuff like that, they know what Malik brings to the table because he been in damn near everybody's training camp as a heavyweight. There's a reason why the managers and promoters keep calling him back. There's a reason why he did a bunch of training camps with Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? He was in the camp for Usyk for the Bellew fight. It's a reason. There's a reason why he kept being in Parker's training camp, and Dylan White training camp. And it's the reason why they bring you back. They don't bring you back just to beat your ass. Like, what's the purpose of that? So, and then the knowledge and stuff like that. So, yeah, he definitely. I think, I think the outside people, the people that don't like Wilder, they're gonna, of course, of course, they're not gonna rock with it. And they go to Malik's Instagram and watching Malik's Instagram with his lady somehow translate for him not knowing shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It was good riddance for Brittany. Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing even when the Spilker fight, they were saying that Wilder needed a new trainer. He was getting all box and this, that, and the third. He didn't get rid of the guy. But then after he lose and he get rid of him now, they should have kept him. So yeah, it's crazy. Excuse me. How you feel about Avanesian versus Liam Taylor, and who should able fight next? I like that fight. It's pretty good. Liam Taylor gonna come to fight. Avanesian been on a roll. He been on a hot streak ever since he lost the Mean Machine. I favor him in the fight. He's a bigger puncher. I think he should win this week coming up, October 2nd. So yeah, I think Avanesian should win. I want to see Avanesian. So he signed with Sky Sports. So what I wanted to see is him versus Conor Benn. That's the fight I wanted to see. So since he signed that new deal, I don't know. I gotta be realistic. I don't know. Maybe he have to go fight a. I don't know. Maybe fight a top ranked fighter. I don't know. Maybe I don't know now. Um, I want to see the fight with Conor Benn, so I just stick with that, and not think about the matchmaking and the realistic stuff. So I say Conor Benn. That's the fight. What's up, Dre's finest? Salute. He said Scott is a student of the game. He been in all camps. That's facts. The Wilder hate. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't let it get to me. It don't never get to me. It's just funny. You know what I'm saying? Really, Wilder don't need massive improvements. Just more left hand, back foot, straight lines. Yeah, I agree with that. I think I never liked Wilder's wide stance because I feel like it can get him out of position a lot of times. Um, yeah, he do pull straight back a lot. Hopefully, he'll fix that. So nothing really too crazy. You just gotta sharpen him up. That's it. Because when you got power like that, and you got a guy that's sharp, they're bringing more tools to the table with that right hand. You just gotta sharpen him up. You don't gotta go do nothing crazy. I got Avanesian stopping Ben right now. Okay, that's a good fight. A lot of people not high on Ben. I'm kind of high on Ben. I like Ben. I like what he brings to the table. I like his demeanor. I like his aggressiveness. I like his he's improved a lot, bro, over his time. Since I seen him fought that guy Cedric, that guy from France that hurt him a couple times, he got much better. He said playing by decision over Canelo. I got my money on it. Oh, bet. I like Canelo. I like the promotion they're doing though. Coming out with T-shirts and shit. I like that. That's dope. But yeah, I still like Canelo. But I think it's a tough fight for both. Wilder and Plant would make boxing in America great again. Let's get it. Let's get it, bro. I want to, man. Look, I think both guys definitely can win. Caleb Plant has an opportunity with his footwork and his hand speed. His jab is going to be key. It's just, I just worry about down the stretch, and I worry about if we're gonna let Canelo, fight at the pace Canelo like to fight it. Or he gonna try to pick it up and make Canelo fight his pace. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's little tactics they gotta do. Support my Brits. Ben looking good, but I don't think he's ready for David. I don't know. I think he's right there. He should be ready. I mean, he should be ready. But Ben, he's right there. That's the fight for him that he need to say if he's ready or not. Like honestly, now I kind of agree a little bit, but I think he should be right there at that spot where you beat David Abenesian. It might be time for a world title or eliminator or something like that. But that's a fight. I hope they make that fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know how that's gonna work with Sky Sports and the Zone and all that stuff like that. So yeah, We'll see. I can't see me supporting a drug cheat. That's just me. Yeah, I feel you. I ain't mad at that at all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at you. What's up, Mad Chad in the building? Salute. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Supporting drug cheats. I just look at it for let me see. I feel yeah, yeah, no doubt. But who really gonna pick Ben to beat Ortiz or Boots though? No, but I don't pick him. I don't pick him to beat them guys. Canelo, Alpez. Yeah, I'm looking at like the styles and stuff in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. Like him testing positive, all that shit. I'm for all that. You know, give him all the hate. You know what I'm saying? I have to give the fighters that fighting him a hate. If they feel that too, why fight him? Why give him the opportunity? Why give him all this clout? Every fighter that basically talk about Canelo got him pound for pound number one. Every fighter. You know what I'm saying? They got him pound for pound. They taking trips during COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID wasn't all the way 100 yet. You know what I'm saying? With the everything. And they going to Miami, all types of fighters and shit. But I'm looking at the tactics though in the matchup with Caleb Plant. Because Caleb Plant, although he can all box him and stuff like that, it's gonna be a point of time where he's gonna have to sit down and get Canelo's attention. Can he do that? I think he can, but it's all about the fight. Like it's different. I see people talk all that shit, they get in front of Canelo and don't throw a punch for the first 6 rounds. They want to start fighting, and then they want to say they won the fight. So that's why I'm going at it. But support, I don't know about support. Like I ain't got no Canelo T-shirt on and shit, no Canelo merchandise. But I definitely feel nobody want to rock with him for sure. I wanted to say Ellis, but yeah, that'd been a good fight though. I think Conor Ben probably fight somebody like Chris Van Heerden next, something like that. Um, I used to be mad at Canelo, but he's doing his thing. I got tired of picking against him. All facts. Salute, salute. Conor Ben versus Mean Machine. Yeah, that's a good fight. But I think Mean Machine just had knee surgery though, so he might be out for a minute. I just give facts, not hate you did. Oh, no, that's what's up. No doubt. No, I ain't mad at that at all. I know people don't got him on the pound for pound list. I ain't mad at that for sure. I want Caleb Plant to win. Caleb Plant is the only one that I seen stand up to Canelo and not bow down gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, you know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying. Nah, I like that shit. Of course, I want Plant. See, it's like I don't know. I understand how people come. If they don't rock with somebody, they ain't picking against them regardless. They ain't picking, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna say, oh, I ain't picking that money. You know what I'm saying? I feel that. I do feel that. I want Caleb Plant to win this off that. I thought Caleb Plant actually accounted himself pretty well. Honestly. I know he got cut and everything, but you can tell Canelo getting mad about the MF word when he using it, and then it's just crazy. I just think Canelo he got like he got touched a little bit, and that's going to play a part in the fight. You know what I'm saying? If he let it, and I think that's what Plant want him to do. He want Canelo to be overly aggressive because he know Canelo don't got the fastest feet. So if Canelo trying to be overly aggressive, he can use it. He can use his footwork and kind of all boxing. So I can see the play. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see for sure. Plant get tired late and get caught. The Usyk fight. That's what a lot of people point to when he got tired. I can't say the Truex fight. I thought he was just coasting in that fight. Canelo pound for pound, Usyk. Oh, that's what's up. You got a vacant pound for pound spot. That's what's up. Hey man, I think all those guys is top fighters for sure. I got Usyk number one, Canelo two. Bet I see Canelo busting Plant up. I'll be rooting for Plant, but yeah, yeah, slow, methodical, going to the body, making Plant sit down with him. That's a problem to me. That's a problem. I rose in my country, man, no matter where. Oh, that's what's up. Yo, listen. Um, Brian Jennings is about to go to Canada and face off against Oscar Rivas. That's October 22nd. Jamie Mitchell is going to the UK to face off against Shannon Courtney for the WA title, 118 pounds. Who else going over? Somebody. Oh, Hank Lundy is going over to the UK October the 16th to face off against Lewis Riston. So yeah, bro, you got a lot of people to root for. You know what I'm saying? Got some shit coming down the pipe. My man Drake Finance got a lot of shit coming down the pipe. A lot of Americans going overseas or to a different country to fight in some big time fights. All three fights I just named are world. Well, not all three, but two of them is world title fights. And then Hank Lundy, how can we not root for the underdog? So there you go. Got you some examples though. Got you more people to root for. What's your thoughts on how Fury Wilder? I like Wilder, bro. Wilder running through. I like Wilder stopping him. It's a biased pick. So just like we talking about how my man don't Dre Fines don't rock with Canelo. He picking Caleb Plant regardless. So certain instances, and this what a lot of fans do. And this don't make one fan greater than the next fan. If you got a bias towards a guy and you picking him regardless, that's what you do. This is a sport. This boxing. It is what it is. So I don't need no breakdown for Fury Wilder no more. My breakdown, Wilder run through him 3-4 rounds. That's what I got. If I'm wrong, come back to the channel and serve me crow. You know what I'm saying? Talking to him. Let's go America. See, there you go. Let's get it. I might go with Rivas. I might go to the Rivas. Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. Go to it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to point those out because nobody know nothing about no Mitchell. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that. I see you. Get the name right. Hammer and Hank Lundy. My bad. My bus. Hammer and Hank. And that fight is October the 9th. That's on the Liam Smith versus Anthony Fowler undercard in the UK. October the 9th. So October the 9th is actually a big ass day of boxing. Frank Warren has a card. What's his name? Jason Cunningham versus Brad Foster. Look, he got a nice little card. And then you got Matchroom got a card. I think Ted Cheeseman on that card. He's faced off against Troy Williamson. And then of course you got Wilder Fury. So October 9th is a big day of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Big day. Yeah, so I understand. That's why I said when y'all don't ride with Canelo, I understand that shit, bro. I understand because it's certain fighters I'm gonna always pick. Now I can sit here and give you a breakdown and be all logical and philosophical and all that shit, showing my boxing brain, but that shit don't matter. That in this fight, I did that before. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I already know what I'm rocking with. So I can't even sit here and give you a breakdown, and I already know what I'm gonna say anyway. What I want to say. Um, Calvin Smith. Yeah, I talked about that earlier, man. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm glad my man's okay. First and foremost. Welcome to 175, bro. Like, listen, I like to see him get one more fight at the domestic scene. I like somebody like Craig Richards. That'd be a good fight for him. I think that's a decent fight. But yo, his name is big enough. He got enough clout where he can say, "I want the Bivol fight." I ain't mad at it. And if he gonna punch like that, watch out. You know what I'm saying? Watch out. Caleb Smith is a good fight. Cal Smith is a good fight. He's a good fighter. Regardless of what he did with Canelo, that shit. That's what I'm saying. It kind of like I was disappointed that I didn't think he was gonna beat Canelo, but I was disappointed that he didn't do nothing versus Canelo. Like, damn, he ain't gonna throw no punches. So definitely, Cal Smith is a welcome addition to 175. What's up, Haplotype? Salute. He said, "Who's the underdog?" I wonder. Oh man, that might be 50-50. If I had to say, maybe Cunningham, because you look at he got some losses and he got stopped before, and Brad Foster, kind of like the up and coming guy. But I don't, man, Cunningham been looking good as of late. Some guys have a resurgence and stuff like that. That's a good fight, man. So I would say Cunningham is the underdog, but that's a fight he can win. You know what I'm saying? what else coming up? So September, September is about to be over with. We missed out on Fulton versus Figueroa, but we're gonna get that back in November, and so that's gonna make November a crazy month. I want mine Smith Richards. Yeah, there you go. Uh-huh. Smith Richards, Katie, bring back Katie Taylor versus Estelle Yoka. You got that's a fight between two Olympic gold medalists. Put that on the card, and I think that's Katie Taylor's WC mandatory, and she got the IBO title. So Katie never won the IBO title, so that's the card. So who else you can put on there? Conor Benn gonna be on that card. So yeah, put Conor Benn versus Van Heerden or another, name that we kind of familiar with. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna definitely build that card up. But yeah, November is crazy. No, I'm skipping October. October's decent. Let me see, can I remember? You got Usyk this week. That's probably the biggest name coming up next week, October 2nd. October 9th, we got a big day of boxing. Talked about that. Wilder Fury. Then you got the BT Sport card and the Matchroom card. Pretty dope stuff. October 15th, you got Navarrete versus Joette. That's a pretty good fight. I don't know what day Teofimo Campos is gonna be on. It's either gonna be on the 4th or October 16th. So I don't know yet. It's gonna be on one of those days. That's just crazy. Then October 23rd, we got Heron versus Shakur. That's what's up. I'm looking forward to that. October 30th, we got Dylan White and Wallen. You got the WBA box off, Jamal James versus Raz Butayev on that undercard. You got Boots versus Delorme. Yo, that's what's up. And then November is November is crazy. Everything fall into place, no issues. I mean, whew, it's gonna be crazy. November 5th, you got unification. Michaela Mayer versus Mavet Hamadouche, WO IBF. The next night you got Canelo versus Plant. November 13th, you got David Benavidez versus Uzcategui. November 20th, you got Bud versus Porter. Yo, that shit's crazy. And then the 27th, you got Fulton versus Figueroa. Listen, everything stays in place. Like no boxing fans should be complaining. I mean, no boxing fans should be complaining, bro. We already know how it is. We fickle as hell. We're gonna find something. And I didn't even name the undercards. You know what I'm saying? Going back to October 30th, you got a decent fight. You got Jose Zepeda versus Josue Vargas on top rank. I know we lost Joe Smith versus Solomov, but that's a good fight though. Josue, he got an opportunity to prove himself against Zepeda. That's a good fight, man. He said Ranson's win over Auburn Bear looking real good now, huh? Paluyo pulled it out. I think Ranson's gonna be on that October 30th card, but it's not gonna be versus Paluyo. Paluyo, his team, there's some new shit for y'all. For y'all still in the chat. Appreciate you guys too for all the support in the comments. But Paluyo's team from Dominican Republic, they trying to get the Tank fight because he was the interim champion at 140, so they took that away. Um, Tank is still the regular champion at 35 and 40, so they holding our hopes. That's why the fight with Rancis kind of got thrown away to the side. They're supposed to fight on the Wilder Fury card, but that's off now. So that's why it's off because Paluyo is looking to get in the ring with Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. But Rancis may come back probably off TV on that card, on that October 30th Showtime card. Or maybe he'd be a late addition to the telecast. But after that fight he had against Easter, they might not want to have him back on TV. This is going to be 100. So we'll see. He said, how old is Paluyo? Can he rebound from the loss from Tank? I think he's like 27, 28. I mean, can he rebound? It all depends on how much punishment he take. You know what I'm saying? I think he pretty young. He young enough to bounce back, but it all depends. I think he'll give Tank some problems early with the height and reach, and he's southpaw. So yes, sir. But yeah, man, I'm about to close it out though. I want to salute everybody come through the building. Would rather see Tank versus Rolly. Yeah, I know a lot of people would rather see Tank versus Rolly. Because the build up. Me personally, Jonah, I think it's gonna be Tank versus Pitbull Cruz, and then Rolly versus Michelle Rivera on the undercard. That's what I think. But I of course I can be wrong. And I know Rolly and Tank is probably the bigger fight as far as a commercial thing. So Ransom's going he coming back October the 30th. He's off that October 9th date. He off that. Stay yeah, man. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you coming through for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely be back tomorrow on the live stream. Y'all feel free to hit me up. I dropped a notification, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one, you know what I'm saying? If you got any questions or anything like that, like I said, you can hit me on my social media, Twitter, OverJ, or Instagram at L Does Boxing. Feel free to hit me up, ask any questions, anything. It's all good. And that's my time, and I'm out.